members, I firstly want to agree with the finance chairman who said the minister has the right to spend certain amount of money and it is categorized under contingency fund or under unallocated expenditure. In fact, to a certain extent, they were struggling to know the percentage. The percentage is stipulated in subsection 1 of section 36. It is not 1%, it is 2%. And when the budget was read here, 2020 budget, the 2% was calculated and it was part of the budget speech of the minister. The 2% was 1.879 billion euros. It was part of the budget speech of the minister. And also, in 2021, the 2% was 4.28 billion euros. It was part of the budget speech. But Mr. Speaker, honorable members, instead of spending the 2%, which is 1.875 billion euros, they spent 17.624 billion euros. So the 2%, which they were supposed to spend, at the end of the day, they spent 19%, which is against the PFM Act, which is against the Constitution, and this Parliament must take it seriously.
You see, honorable member, Honorable Abdul Kabu,
yes,
you know, with all due respect,
yes.
See, this nation's money is no minister's money.
Yes, sir.
The money of this state does not even belong to the president.
You're right.
It belongs to the people of the state. Let me tell you, you know, sometimes when we argue like the people out there, I tend to just come in to guide you. No individual,
yes, sir,
is going to spend a dime from our coffers,
yes, sir,
without authority of law.
You're right.
If you do that, you regret it. In fact, it's not possible. In fact, the procedure for even accessing the Honorable Abukabo, the procedure for even accessing the kitty of the state is not as simple as you think. Totally impossible for anybody to just get up and spend money from the coffers, or you just go do a small note to the Bank of Sierra Leone and tell them, give us 10 billion. Totally impossible.
Mr. Speaker,
so please be guided.
Mr. Speaker, as if that was not enough, in 2021,
yes, hold on. Yes, leader.
Mr. Speaker, what the honorable member is saying is very sensitive, and we on this side will take it very seriously. Can you give us evidence to back up?
Of course. Just allow me. Yes, just allow me. I will.
Mr. Speaker, yes. In line with what the acting leader of government has said, we've seen in cases where MPs can just read documents, we don't know where they get them from.
I am referring to the budget.
I am coming. You said, now, for the honorable from Calabar,
and Mr. Speaker, please take note of my time.
Yes, I'm taking it.
I have known since 2012 here, or from 2018, each time you state the point
that it is in tandem with paragraph 39 of page 9 of the state opening address of the president in 2018. And I learned also that it is in tandem with paragraph 27 of the state opening address of the president in 2019. And it reads, the new direction will introduce the practice of annual budget ceiling, beyond which government cannot borrow. And one of the notable and credible CSOs when it comes to budget in Sierra Leone is the Budget Advocacy Network. And let me tell you, in their statement, they are requesting from government to publicly state the ceiling that they are referring to, beyond which they cannot borrow. But that ceiling is yet to be stated by government, even though it is in the New Direction Manifesto, it is in the 2018 and 2019 state opening address of the president. But let me tell you, Mr. Speaker, what is very serious? It is serious that debt servicing has taken 4% of our GDP. And whenever any country's debt servicing is 4% of the GDP, the economy of that country is in shambles. It's in shambles. So when we talk about debt,
Mr. Speaker,
hold on.
Again, with respect to the honorable member from India, he's referencing budget advocacy
of our nation has grown from 2018 to 2020 by 72%. The debt of our nation. Yes. In 2018, in 2018, our debt was 17.83 trillion in 2018. But in 2020, it grew to 30.71 trillion, which is very alarming for a country. So meaning, for the past 10 years, the previous government borrowed 15.03 trillion for the past 10 years. The previous government borrowed 15.03 trillion. This government, just for 3 years, they have borrowed 13 trillion, which is almost to the 15.03 trillion. And let me shock you, the projection this government is making, that 2021, they will borrow 14.3 trillion, which is almost equal to what the previous government borrowed in 10 years. It is very alarming. It is very serious. And let me tell you what I did. I took a look at the statistics Sierra Leone. The census they recently did. I took into cognizance the number of Sierra Leoneans we have, and I shared this debt among each and every Sierra Leonean. I came to the realization that if this debt is equitably distributed amongst Sierra Leoneans, each Sierra Leonean is to pay $425. So go and tell your kids that this government has borrowed to the extent that each kid, each Sierra Leonean is to pay $425. This debt system is very serious for our nation. And let me tell you, in 2019, 15 sub-Saharan countries were classified as high risk of debt distress. Sierra Leone was not among the 15 countries. We were not among the 15 countries in 2019. So why did just in 2020, I am coming. Just in 2020, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, just in 2020, am I protected? In 2019, 15 sub-Saharan countries in Africa we are classified as high risk of debt distress. Sierra Leone was not there. Just in 2020, we borrowed $2.25 billion, and it makes us highly indebted and in debt distress in the sub-Saharan country. Let me tell you, our external debt in 2020 is $2 billion. Our domestic debt is $1.1 billion. Our total debt is $3.1 billion, which is 77% of our GDP. 77%. We have the highest debt in sub-Saharan Africa, which is very alarming. We should be concerned as well.
1 more minute.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, our revenue, 25% of our revenue is used for debt servicing, and also 59% is used for the wage bill. So the debt servicing plus the wage bill takes 84% of our revenue. So we only have 16% of our revenue for discretionary spending.